It now all comes down to this. After 2 days of grueling, eternal slugfests, my friends, it comes down to the modern final. I'm very lucky to be sandwiched between two of the greatest players that Europe has seen, Rafael Levy, the Pro Tour Hall of Famer, and of course Pierre Canali, the Pro Tour champion. Let's get down to the feature match area right now because it's time to settle this once and for all. Pierre, big smile on your face, mate. We do have combo versus combo in the modern final.
Yeah, I said it a million times this weekend. I love combo. I don't play combo a lot, but I love to watch it. I love to play it when I have a chance. And having two different combo decks in the final is makes me an happy man.
Raphael, before Pierre was claiming that the ad nauseum deck is too fast to overcome the breach deck. So for the breach deck to overcome it, are you on the same page here?
It's probably half a turn faster.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's gonna win every time. Like the ad nauseum has a way to gain a turn by not dying.
Yeah, for sure.
For example, the red green deck can escape shift or can settle the win.
Yeah.
And the Nauseam player can play Angel's Grace and gain a turn. And they sometimes rely on that a little too much.
Looks like the Secure Tribelt is going to stick around for a while, maybe waiting to cash it in for some extra value once we've got Valakut online, or just wanting to get in and smash some face. Either way, curious, Pierre, to see no ramp here.
Yes, I mean he does. I think he doesn't have the combo yet, so he don't want to ramp. My point of view is that the only way he can win before, and that's why it's a little bit of an advantage for Ad Nauseam. The only way he can win before is to get through the bridge and Emrakul.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not why he attacked. He wanted David to be on 18.
Another great point, of course, the Ad Nauseam deck not playing any shocklands, not playing any fetch lands, and that takes a whole turn off the Scapeshift combo there.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Scapeshift, of course, killing the opponent many times by sacrificing all the lands they have and replacing them with Valakuts and mountains. But of course, 7 mountains are needed to get the opponent down from more than 18.
Yeah,
that's right.
You need seven mountains, 7
lands, but
7 lands to deal 18.
8 lands total to deal more than 18, and that's why we see Chabrier attacking with the Secure Tribelder. A great point, Raph. Thanks for pointing that out there. So Chabrier developing his mana with the 1/1 out, and it's going to be 3 mana. Are we going to see Phyrexian on life here? Yes, indeed. So Phyrexian Unlife, one of the key cards in this deck, Phyrexian Unlife, printed very recently in the Scars of Mirrodin block.
Recently in 2011?
Well, recently by your standards, mate. You've been bringing up bloody Tempest cards all weekend. Here it is. We've seen much older cards around the field today, but Phyrexian Unlife, as you see, more or less, well, through the breach. Here we go. Never mind talking about Phyrexian Unlife.
Oh, is that
Oh, and Frerard is poised here.
Yeah, that's not Angel's Grace. If you lose with the pact, like you have to pay the pact.
Yeah.
Unless he has an Angel's Grace in that case.
Yeah. Yeah. So a Pact of Negation could do it here, but it's going to require an Angel's Grace in the upkeep for Frerard next turn.
Like Frerard does not have any acceleration. He has no artifact mana.
No.
So
no Lotus Blooms.
No Lotus Blooms.
No Pentad Prisms. It's Pact of Negation here.
Yeah, so he does have the...
Must have the Angel's Grace. Yeah. Must have it because of course he'll lose in his next upkeep if he doesn't.
Oh, forgot to pay. Sorry. Oh,
oops.
That's a good game tip.
Wow, this card's really good. Free counterspell. Jeez. Okay, and Frerard down to 18.
It's the Poor Man's Force of Will.
Yep.
So it's 2 cards. Cost him 2 cards.
Yep.
Wondering...
So we're going to now see an Angel's Grace. Yes, a timely Angel's Grace in response to the trigger from the Pact of Negation.
Running the good old not paying. Not paying, not paying.
There is the Pact, and there's the Angel's Grace. Has split second, can't be countered, can't be dealt with, no way, no how, and makes it so Frerard can't lose the game this turn.
He could have...
Could have sacked the...
No, actually not, still not, because if he escape shifts,
yeah,
he want his opponent to be on...
yeah, on 8.
No, on 1.
Oh, right.
Like he's going to be on 1 if his opponent plays Angel's Grace.
I'm not picking up what you're putting down here.
This one doesn't work.
Okay, all right, never mind. After some great
This one
observations,
doesn't work.
Raphael
This one doesn't work.
may have chucked up a rock just now. So here is Primeval Titan. That's going to be huge in terms of getting this Scapeshift game plan on track. Pierre, we've already seen a number of times today that the Scapeshift deck doesn't have to play the Scapeshift to get these Valaquits online. Prime time, a lot of the times, is enough.
Yeah, when there is no path to exile, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of damage really quick.
So we see Scapeshift, oh sorry, not Scapeshift, Valaquit and Stomping Ground brought into play here. I need to know exactly how many mountains there. We can see 2 Valaquits.
5. It's 4 mountains.
4 mountains so far. The
Plus,
Cinderglade being a very welcome addition to this deck list. Incidentally, the deck lists are all already up online, bazaarofmoxen.com. Make sure you whack a dash between all those words. You can see the address down at the bottom of the screen here. Jump on there. You're going to be able to snag all these deck lists hot off the presses, fresh out the kitchen.
Yeah, I get back to my point.
Okay.
Why is he attacking the Sacred Tribe Elder? So the Friction Unlife, when you're only bashing with creatures, it works as a kind of a fog.
Okay.
Like you gain a next return because if you're on the 1, you get attacked for 1 million damage on 1 attack.
Yeah.
You go down to 0.
Yeah.
And then you start getting poison counters.
Yeah.
With Scapeshift, if you Scapeshift for like how many triggers? Like 20 triggers.
Yeah.
The first 10 triggers are gonna deal. No, the first 7 triggers are gonna deal 21, and then the other triggers are gonna deal
3 poison each time.
infect
Yeah.
damage.
Because they all
Because it's
stack.
all
They all stack.
individual. It's not 21 in one
They're not
go.
at the same time.
Yeah.
And Tribe Builder will be able to, like, it works as an extra damage every turn.
Yeah.
So it's actual damage.
So just the 2-mana 1/1 here, getting it done.
Yeah. we saw 2/2 for 3 in Vintage.
Yeah,
Why not
that's it.
the
Just a 1/1 for
2?
2. No worries at all. So Chabrier searching up a couple more lands here, and it's another Valaquit and another mountain here, or a Stomping Ground, I should say, but with the subtype mountain, of course. One of the latest additions to the Scapeshift deck, as we mentioned before, Cinderglade, really important.
Also, yeah, another thing for you.
Another thing.
If you play Scapeshift, and he has an Angel's Grace,
Yeah,
he will have to play the Angel's Grace.
yeah.
And it still doesn't work. No, he plays the, no, I think, no. He plays the Angel's Grace, goes down to 1, and then he can sacrifice Psycho Tribe Builder on his opponent's turn to start activating the...
Right, yeah,
the thing.
okay.
So that's what... It's not dead, but that's...
Okay,
So
so
now-
still there. Well, away goes the Secure Tribe Elder.
Well,
Anyway.
now he has enough.
So yeah, a bunch of
yeah.
lands in play. That's a triple bolt there. That's 3 lightning bolts thanks to that mountain.
Yeah, the first mountain during while you were talking together, you didn't see, but there is an actual mountain where it hits the ground. So David is now on
Trigger.
1,
Okay.
and then the Sakura, and now he's on 0.
Okay, so Phyrexian Unlife
Oh, he must be on less than
has
0.
kicked in. Now I think we're going to see poison counters here.
Yeah.
I can see Ferrad writing down poison counters on his life pad here. So very strange interactions, corner cases that we don't often see come up in Modern like this. But
Because
it's
you're not playing the deck.
No, that's right. So let's have a look here at this poison count here.
And still another Sakura on the board.
So on 6 poisons so far. So those last 2 lightning bolts, or the last 2, Valaquit triggers there, doing 6 poison.
Yeah,
of course,
that's not going to help.
only 2 more are going to do it here. Here's Spoils of the Vault. So this is now free, because this doesn't do damage, it causes the loss of life. And when you're at 0 or less life, you can't lose any more life, meaning that Frerad more or less has a demonic tutor here.
What is he looking for? Angel's Grace? So to not lose? But then what is he going to do?
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's close to 0 out.
Another Phyrexian Unlife?
Yeah,
No, I think it's
doesn't
just...
work.
Oh, just turning those cards around for ease of use. Spoils of the Vault, a very weird card, very powerful card as well, especially in this archetype. Temple of Deceit, Pentad Prism, another one. It's the Chimp Monkey. A few more lands here, another sleight of hand, pass. Spoils it, an Ad Nauseam here, so it must be Angel's Grace that Frerad is looking for. I'm not sure what it does though.
I give you half an half a turn.
Half turn.
Half a turn.
Did
mate.
you still? Did you go back to 1, or did you just die during your upkeep? Or like at the end of turn, actually.
It says that if damage would reduce your
Yeah, so you're just
to
dead.
less than
You
1.
just-
Yeah, I don't think I mean Frerad here is desperately
it's like,
treading water, but no, that is all she wrote
you
for this
still die,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Deadski, deader than Deadski, and we're going to go to game number 2 here. Chabrier picking up game number 1 very confidently with about 1 million lands on the battlefield, and that's what'll happen after you get a Primetime Online.
But that was a very poor draw from David.
Yeah, we barely saw
His draw
anything. We
was
didn't
super
no
slow.
acceleration.
He didn't have the combo. Like even on turn 5 or 6, that was just.
We didn't see the Pentad Prisms. We didn't see the Lotus Blooms. We didn't see any form of early early acceleration that enables that big explosive turn. Maybe we'll see it in game number 2 as these players hit up their sideboards. You mentioned before that Chabrier, without a lot of interactive answers in the sideboard, Pierre.
Did I mention that?
Maybe you've forgotten about that, but of course with the red green, not traditionally the colours that are able to, you
Yeah,
know,
true.
for black, for
Yeah.
example,
it
you're
does.
able to
Exactly.
start.
No, you have Ancient Grudges.
Okay, sure.
Ancient Grudges is pretty important in that matchup.
All right.
Like being able to destroy the Pendant Prisms.
At an inopportune time, yeah.
Yeah, or Lotus Bloom, not as much. It could be something. It
Yeah.
could work. Sometimes when they don't have they're missing one mana to do everything they can. That they want to do. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Hitting
because
the Lotus Bloom at the right moment can do it, but hitting the Pendant Prism is super important.
yeah, and but still there is no discard. There is nothing you can do.
No, you just play your own game. You play your own game. I think that's the best way to approach this matchup.
So David Frerard having a look at the card Summoning Trap. Obviously worried about getting around that one in game number 2. Maybe he has an answer to it, something like a Graph Digger's Cage or something, but I'm not sure that... Oh, here's Lightning Storm as well, so the players just trading cards here. Yeah, just got their binders out.
This isn't common. The other
Making a
ones are
sweet
rare.
deal. I think what's going on here, both players keen to see the exact wording of these cards, and rather than call a judge over and get the Oracle text, whatever else, they're just showing off the cards that they both know each other have.
So you said they had no interactive cards. I saw Diamond boarding in late on Sanctity.
Oh yeah? Actually, yeah, that's super tight.
That's pretty interactive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like anti-interactive.
It's pretty easy. It's even less interactive than an interactive spell. Sure. There you go. It's anti-interactive for sure. There we go. We'll see exactly how these 60 cards get shuffled up in just a few moments as these players go to it for game number 2. But if you're Chabrier, you're very happy to have picked up a win there against a misfire really from the combo deck.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say at the beginning. Yeah, I think that if you don't have Emrakul and the draw are not too poor, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
Interesting the way that Frerard cast the Pact of Negation on the Through the Reach last time.
He had no choice.
Yeah.
He would have been left with no permanent and 3 life.
Well, did Chabrier have the Emrakul in hand?
No clue. Maybe it was a bluff.
Maybe it was the big bluff scheme.
No,
yeah.
he had a Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
but
least the
which
Titan.
was then obviously cast next turn as well.
Well, that would have activated the
Emrakul.
Valakuts
The
right
Valakuts
away.
a lot faster. Yeah, that's a great point.
And in response of the ley lines, I know Ferrad has Echoing Truth.
So that's an answer to it. Yeah, we've seen Echoing Truth deployed in the semis there against those Tarmogoyfs.
Echo Truth is not very good against red green.
No, it's not, but it is an answer to those ley lines, and these
Yeah, but
guys.
he doesn't know he's playing Leyline.
No, these guys have had access to the deck lists.
So he
ahead of
knows
time.
he has that Leyline.
He does know he has ley lines, yeah. So we could see the Echoing Truth come in because a ley line in the opening hand of Chabrier here could be a very difficult obstacle for Frerard to come around. This is a one-trick pony, this deck. It really is a one-trick pony. The way that it works essentially is with this Angel's Grace Ad Nauseam combo. It's not always with Lightning Storm, but it doesn't have these different postures it can adopt. Red-Green Breach can play out like a combo deck. It can play out with a Through the Reach Emrakul, or it can play out with a Scape Shift, or it can just beat you to death with a Primeval Titan, or it can Valakut you to death. A lot of different postures can be adopted here by Chabrier, but Frerard has the luxury of just one, Raphael Eddy.
I think so. I think there's no alternative.
No.
I think is he running Conflict Rate?
I haven't seen it,
Or
I'm not
Lightning
sure.
Storm. He's running 2 Lightning Storms.
Lightning Storm, yeah, for sure.
And Usually they have a backup.
They do have a backup plan, but what I'm saying is they can't sort of turn into Simeon Spirit Guide beatdown.
Oh, it can.
In the mirror, that's exactly what it does.
It's
I've heard horror
possible.
stories about exactly how this goes in the mirror. It turns into who can resolve the greatest number of monkeys, and you beat your opponent to death after they've resolved their 4 Angel's Graces and 4 Phyrexian Unlives. It's not a happy place to live in.
I think they have extra Grey Ogres in the sideboard.
Yeah,
for
just the
mirror.
exact card Grey Ogre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for the mirror.
just to beat down. Yeah, that's it. These players just about ready to get going here. Chabrier putting the finishing touches on his shuffling there. As Frerard sits.
I think Grey Ogre is not even modern.
Grey Ogre. Not even modern legal. No, it's too good. It's too good for
It's
modern.
legal.
Too good for modern. Way too good. So this could be the very last game of Magic we get to see this weekend here at Bazaar of Moxen, Annecy. It's been fantastic. It's been so good to sit down and watch some Eternal Magic get played. The fact that we also get to chat about it as well, just icing on the cake. We've seen Vintage, we've seen Legacy, and it's coming to an end today now with Modern. Is this going to be the last one? Have we got another match after this? Let's find out. Frerard consults his opening hand here. 7 cards for him and Chabrier as well, measuring out his opening hand too. Let's see what the Doctor has in store.
I think you're not listening. I'm just telling you that Ad Nauseam has a good matchup here.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the last game.
It's not going to be the
And
last
I
game.
want to cheer you up, gentle viewers. It's going to be more.
Okay, you can't say that now. It's my expression, man.
Yeah, that's why I like it. I like it a lot.
See what Frerard has here.
You can't just steal my line.
It's not a
You
stealing.
can't just
it's
do that. You can't
it's
steal
an
my
homage.
line.
An adaptation.
No, it's a greetings.
It's a
greetings.
rip-off. It's a rip-off.
Both of these players tanking here over their openers. Maybe Chabrier is still thinking about his.
Oh, I believe it was lagging. But no, it's just...
No, there's no lag, or the technology involved in this stream is top notch.
Yeah.
There's no lag. There's no.
State of the art.
Just the players sitting very still.
Yeah.
Man, Frerard really hitting the tank on this one.
It's a no-lander.
It's a no-lander.
Oh, this is gonna be a go. Keep go.
Keep go.
We've
Is that
seen
what
that-
we're
we've
going to
seen
say?
that in
We've
the last
seen it,
finals.
yeah. We've seen it a bunch here.
No, it could be a no-lander with lotuses.
Yeah.
2 lotuses.
Yeah, for sure.
For someone who doesn't know Magic and like lens on this, like what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not much.
Oh, Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, double Leyline of Sanctity, mate. Get you right back. There we go. How about that? Oh, you'll get hexproof. I got double hexproof, mate. You're not targeted with anything.
So there is only one combo left in the bridge deck.
Oh, you can attack. Like attacking is. is
It gets
very
around
good.
Leyline of Sanctity pretty well.
With Sakura, you mean?
Oh, it was Titan.
So I think
Titan hits pretty
Frerard
hard.
here is
Yeah,
on
yeah, it
an
does it a
interesting hand. He had the amount of hesitation he showed in keeping it.
Oh, is that a pennant prism?
Pennant Prism as well, so really firing on all cylinders here. We see turn 1 Lotus Bloom, turn 2 Pentad Prism, and all of a sudden Frerard off to the races. So a sketchy keep, maybe with a good draw step after it. I don't know.
Oh, is that a slaughter game? Yes.
Oh yeah, of course, off the Blood Crypt. Here's a Farseek.
Is there?
It's two really good starts.
Yeah,
Two
two
really
really
good-
good starts.
Two
yeah.
nets.
Yeah, 2 nutty nuts
Oh,
here.
but slaughter games does not work with Leyline.
No, it's not working.
Oh, of course, yeah. It would have been super tight, but unfortunately, no. David Frerard has hexproof, so
But he maybe have disenchant. I don't know.
Disenchant?
disenchant.
Not the
I don't-
actual
I don't think
disenchant.
Yes, disenchant.
Mate, we might see a
Effect.
destructive revelry coming out, and it's going to be a stomping ground here.
Ulbridge.
Ulbreach, you reckon?
No, but I
Probably
would
not.
love to see it.
I don't think so. Is it even modern?
I'm not sure.
don't
I'm not
think
even
so.
sure.
No. So the thing about the double Leyline of Sanctity, it's actually worse here than the single Leyline of Sanctity. And the reason for that is it's taken 2 cards out of Chabrier's hand,
Yeah.
and the answer
Echoing Truth.
and the answer that Frerard has to it is Echoing Truth.
Yeah.
So in this case, Chabrier actually down a card. You'd think normally it might be a benefit because it might eat up 2 disenchants or 2 hull breaches, but as it is right now, no, because Echoing Truth the answer that Frerard has.
A Ray of Revelation. But he's not playing that.
No, almost certainly not.
Would be a very good answer though.
Chabrier starts his 3rd turn. Frerard hits the brakes a little bit here. No play for him this time. Just a scry. And here's an Obstinate Baloth. That gets around. That gets around
Plan B.
Leyline pretty nicely.
Plan B.
Yeah. No, I think this is plan like E. I really think this is plan E or F already. So we've got a Lotus in play. We've seen a lot of them floating around in Vintage. Nice to see one in Modern as well.
So it could be the last turn.
The last turn. Last turn of what? Of this game?
Yeah, echoing truth.
No, but I think they have. What's in David's sideboard? Do we have a sideboard?
No, we don't have. We need to check online because the deck lists are on the website.
Okay.
Here's an Angel's Grace.
Wow. Let's go.
Let's go. Yep. Off we go.
The late on is
Limdal's Vault. Sorry, Spoils of the Vault.
I don't think Leyland does anything, honestly.
Leyline.
The white Leyline. Like he's gonna
for,
draw
who? For whom?
for
Oh, look on the top. 2 ley lines on the top as well.
for Damien.
Yeah, because he is going to draw.
No, he's going to draw his whole deck, and
yeah,
then
and the echoing truth will do the job in the
unless he mills his win condition.
Yeah.
He's a second lightning storm.
So lightning storm, one
Or
lightning storm
all the
already
echoing
gone.
truth.
Or the echoing truth.
Yeah.
Or he's maybe a Patriot's Corn.
Okay, here's the ad nauseum. So all of those going into the
That's
bin,
good enough.
He has
and that's going to
enough
be
mana.
that's a lot of life
Not sure he
lost.
has enough mana.
But he's an Angel's Grace here.
So David Ferrard putting those cards in the graveyard a long way away.
It's I think they're removed. They're exiled.
They're exiled.
Yeah. It's
They're exiled a long way away. Jeez.
They're removed from
Removed
the game.
from the game.
They're
Just
removed
chuck
from
them,
the game,
chuck
man.
them across the tournament center.
In the old times, they would say, bring the cards back into your deck.
After the game is finished. Yeah. Ad nauseum here now, which can be cast, of course. We see the Lotus Bloom going away.
3, 5,
Yep.
and just 1 mana left.
1 mana left, and we did see, I think, at least one Simian Spirit Guide exiled to the Spoils of the Vault.
This is one
So
of the
Ferrard
creepiest
draws his
art.
entire deck.
This is one of the creepiest art.
Yeah, it is super gross. It is just super gross, this art. This guy's really having a super bad time. Really not enjoying
But he's gonna
himself
win the
there.
game.
So, Ferrard hands Chabrier's deck. Have a look at these ones. Oh, Imperial. Is that Imperial Mask? No.
No, that's Patriot's Corn.
Oh, okay, sure.
So that's why like the Leyline doesn't do anything.
What is
Like this is
what,
just
what
two
does it
deck
do?
cards. It's you can I think you can play it for free and it's Tranquility.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't. There's an alternate cost to it. Maybe
You win 6 life. No.
I start getting 6 life. I
is
think
a legacy.
if you already play the white spell, it's free.
So here it is.
Yeah, I think it's what it does.
It's Patrician Scorn. Here, let's have a look at this card up on the screen.
I think if you play the white spell, it's free, and then it's Tranquility.
So let's have a look at it here. You're going to see it on the screen right now here. We can get a look at it from, of course, the future side block.
Another
If
white
you-
spell this turn.
If you played another white spell, destroy all enchantments. That's a nice little answer to those ley lines there.
Wow, super
Do you recognize
sexy.
the mechanics on this card? No? The alternate cost if you play another spell?
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell?
Here is Lightning Storm.
Surge? That was the first card with Surge.
Oh, right, sure.
If you play another spell, then you can play the alternate cost.
So Lightning Storm on the stack here, with 2 Simian Spirit Guides exiled. Here is Lightning Storm, another super weird card. Jeez.
No, that's aggressive.
That is a very aggressive Game 2 winner's handshake there. Very aggressive indeed. Oh no! No, it looks like it's the concession.
What? What?
Not enough lands left
Not
in his
enough
deck
lands?
to Lightning Storm. Wow!
Oh, okay.
It was
2
aggressive
and
at all.
0 to Chabrier. A very gentlemanly handshake offered to Chabrier there after the Storm deck loses to itself, my friends, as we bring it back to the booth. That is that for Modern, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations goes out to the red-green breach, Damien Chabrier, taking it home for Team Rock and Roll in very convincing fashion. After, of course, we saw the unfortunate missing, I guess, the fizzling of the combo deck on 2 occasions. Your thoughts, Pierre? Unhappy to see the pure combo deck lose, but still, red-green breach getting up there.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite deck a few rounds ago. I said it, and I still not quite sure what happened. Did the tutor remove too many lands.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Not enough lands to get the opponent down. You know what it was actually?
He got 4 life from the Bella.
The obstinate Baloth put it up to 24.
Wow.
Needed too many lands to be discarded like that. So and even if there were enough lands, maybe Shabria had enough lands to discard to redirect it as well. So unfortunate stuff there for the Ad Nauseam player. But Red Green Breach gets there. The Flying Spaghetti Monster, another win to Eldrazi. The Flying Spaghetti Monster pushing someone else across the line. Raphael Levy, you disagree?
No, you can't give that to the team.
No, Team Eldrazi, they're standing on the sidelines. No, we're still here. Unfortunately, no, but there you go. It's been a great...
He was on the bench, man.
Sitting on the bench.
America was like this. Like,
yeah. I'll come in when I'm ready.
Give me the one.
That's it, absolutely. It's been a great weekend of Eternal Action, ladies and gentlemen, and we'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for choosing to join us this weekend. It's been great to have your company, but of course, my friends, the party don't stop. We're going to get it done once again in Strasbourg in only a few months at the beginning of July. First weekend July, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, my friends. We hope to see you on the other end of the stream, or in person. It'll be great to have you here as well, slamming those Eternal cards into each other. It's been a great weekend. Highlights, of course, Scab Clan Berserker taking down Vintage. We saw an Eldrazi deck win in Legacy, and now a hugely contested field in Modern. It's finally brought it all down. Closing comments from you guys. Pro Tour champion Pierre Canali, been a great pleasure to work with you, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's been fantastic, and of course the Pro Tour Hall of Famer, an old colleague of mine. I'd say it's been a pleasure, mate, but you know what I really mean.
What?
It's been a pleasure, mate. It's been really good.
It's been okay.
It's been okay. It always is okay. But of course, I'd also like to thank all of the support staff here. Remy, our producer, sitting behind the scenes. Manu over there, getting it done on the graphics. And Jeremy Dazani, of course, organising the whole thing. And not to mention, of course, don't forget about the staff and all the judges, the scorekeepers, the timekeepers, everyone else who supported us, the people in the canteen who have been feeding us ham sandwiches all day.
It's Mother's Day, too.
It's been pretty good. And, of course, my mum. I did remember that. Thanks, Mum, for everything you've done. You're wonderful, and I assume these blokes are going to say exactly the same thing. But that is all she wrote, sport fans. The biggest thanks goes out to you for joining us. We'll see you in Strasbourg for Bazaar of the next Bazaar of Moxen event. Until then, take care of yourselves. Riley Knight, the Pro Tour champion Pierre Canali, the Pro Tour Hall of Famer Raphael Levy, saying goodnight for the last time here at Bazaar of Moxen Annecy. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.